Yeah, it's super cringe. Democrats tried doing this weird scripted sit down, holding the lapel mic video where they all basically say the exact same thing about Donald Trump giving their pitch. And I got to be honest, I can't really make out what it is they're saying because it's a bunch of garbled mishmash. I watched the Chuck Schumer one, Elizabeth Warren, 22 U.S. Democrat senators all scripted the exact same thing where they're sitting in chairs, holding a mic, swearing it is fake. These people are fake. I'll give you the quick version of what this is. I made a little edit for you guys. Let me pull this one up. But we'll pull this one up, and then I'll give you a quick example of what we're dealing with. So this is from Insider Wire. Let me zoom in here for you. Each and every one of these little Trumps is another scripted video put up by Democrats. 22 Democrat senators were caught using the same script and clips word for word. Now, I don't know if I would call it getting caught. It was a campaign they planned. However, I suppose the idea is let me just play the clip for you, and then we'll talk about how busted this is.
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Okay, I'm going to pause. It's a cacophony of garbled nonsense. Basically, you have 22 senators all doing the exact same thing, holding a lapel mic. Why? And then saying the exact same thing. That's not true. Since day one, Trump, and they're all basically reading the same script. And you can tell these politicians are smarmy scumbags. They're all reading a script. It's all mostly the same. I think Elizabeth Warren was the only one with the, what's the right word? With the understanding enough to slightly alter that script to make it your own. She paused at different moments. She uses slightly different words. Here's the simple version. Here you go. You ready for this one?
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
So I made this little quick edit to make a point. It's not so easily explained as a meme, to be completely honest. I get that. But the reason why I took that clip from the Deadspin video from like 10 years ago of Sinclair hosts all repeating the exact same message was because the left had criticized the idea of scripted top-down messaging as extremely dangerous to our democracy. The video in question comes from this series of various local affiliates that were purchased by Sinclair. It's a big parent company that owns a bunch of the affiliate market news distribution. And they issued a statement or a script requirement to all of their different talent and hosts and anchors or whatever to read this message about fake news media and the corporate press and how they're lying to the American people. It's actually not a bad message. And I don't think it's that big a deal that they wanted all their anchors to issue this warning. I suppose they probably shouldn't have given a script. The way you get this job done is you give an outline of talking points, and you make them in incomplete sentences. You say things like, write a script, warn about large media institutions pushing fake news for profit, let everybody transform it as their own. Sinclair's mistake was they gave everybody a script. They wrote a script and said, everybody say it. And then Deadspin compiled all these different videos from all these different outlets and were like, this is creepy AF. Okay, well, in the end, as they say,
and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
What was being exemplified was a statement. They're pushing an agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy. Okay, I will give you that one. But then when Democrats go and quite literally do the same thing, are they going to levy the same criticism? Deadspin, of course, is not a conservative outlet. It's a left-leaning outlet. So here we have scripted statements from people who have no idea what they're talking about, lying. It's narrative control. The machine is broken. Cry more, Democrats. Y'all are getting roasted for this, and you deserve to. Here we go from the Daily Mail. Top Democrats humiliated as their attempt at edgy social media videos revealed as heavily scripted DC stunt. Well, duh. Did they think people weren't going to realize it was a stunt? To be honest, I got some shade to throw at the people who are actually saying they were caught doing this. Well, to be fair, I mean, Democrats could be that stupid. But did the Democrats really think they could put out identical videos in every way and that nobody would like catch on that it was a PR scripted thing. I assume they knew that would be the case. That being said, I'm sure a lot of their constituents who only follow them and don't care, like Cory Booker's people don't care about Chuck Schumer. Well, I mean, they might. There's some overlap with Jersey and New York. So, but maybe Elizabeth Warren. They're not going to follow her. So New York and Massachusetts, they ain't following each other. They're not following both these politicians. Maybe they don't see it. Perhaps. Those of us in the national surface level for news are looking at this and going, yeah, y'all scripted this and it's cringe AF. Starting with the ish that isn't true. Let me sit down. Like, they're standing up and then they sit down with the lapel mic. Bro, the crazy thing about this is, Democrats, could you not afford to buy more than one script? Daily Mail says, Democrat leaders were caught red-handed reading from the same script and videos meant to oppose Trump's address to Congress. Here we go, because tonight's the State of the Union. My friends, leave a comment below, share the video, let me know what you think, and smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Smash that subscribe button.
Immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
It's playing the video again. I hate that. Hate when they do that. It all began with the same clip of President Trump vowing to bring prices down, and then they all say the exact same thing, ish that ain't true. Nearly identical rants ensue from the clearly from the same source. Since day one of Donald Trump's presidency, prices are up, not down. Yo, it's been a month. These people are stupid. Nearly identical rants ensue clearly from the same source. Since day one of blah, blah, blah. Inflation is getting worse. The price of groceries, gas, housing, eggs is either getting higher or worse. What does that mean, worse? The rest of the rants, aside from the odd word, follow the same pattern, catching the attention of figures such as Elon Musk and the Utah Senator Mike Lee. Both, along with conservative commentator Charlie Kirk, called the trio out on the display, as did Americans who felt their intelligence was being underestimated. You know, Democrats, I implore you. Well, actually, no, I don't. Y'all are nuts. So, bye. But I tell you, I can easily handle criticism of Trump's economy without being stupid like they are and needing this ridiculous script. I've been saying it all day. The economy is not good right now. Prices are going up. This is a bad thing. Trump has a real test laid out for him, and the American people aren't going to tolerate it much longer. These tariffs are making the market go down, and we're concerned it will make, in the short term, prices go up. One can only hope that Trump steers the ship right. Now, what Democrats are doing ain't it. But what's so hard about saying what I just said? Could you imagine if Chuck Schumer sat down and said, it's been a month, Donald Trump needs to figure this thing out because right now the economy is not doing well, and I am concerned he's not doing enough. You know, let me tell you. There's this movie called The Adjustment Bureau with Matt Damon. And basically there's like, I guess they call themselves angels or something. They're agents of God, and they're controlling fate. And what they do is they adjust things. So Matt Damon is running for office and he loses. He's trying to be congressman. He loses. And in his speech where he's resigning, basically, he was dropping out of the race, he gives up and just says, you see this? He's like, I didn't actually have this saying back in Red Hook. These shoes, they're the exact right amount of scuff our consultants told us to put on our shoes, so it looks like I'm not poor, but I'm also not too rich. All of it is scripted. The reason I bring that up is the idea conveyed in that movie, as well as what's that one with Robin Williams where he's a comedian who becomes president, is that there's this idea that if you're an authentic politician, you'd win. But Democrats can't seem to even recognize what the movies are screaming in their faces. Dude, there's a reason people watch Joe Rogan. There's a reason why he's number one. There's a reason why podcasts are taking over. Because here's how I actually feel about things, and then I read a script, I have no idea what's going on, am I done yet? What the Democrats have just done in this stupid stunt is screamed in the face of everybody, we are the antithesis of authentic. Bro, bring me in a room, point a camera in my face and say, how do you feel about the economy? And I'm going to say, it's pretty rough right now. The numbers aren't so good. Prices are going up. I went to the grocery store. I had to buy diapers. The wife told me I had to go pick up diapers. It's fun, isn't it? And I did. And then I saw the cost of baby formula and the cost of diapers. And I was like, what the? Yo, I'm not. It's crazy how expensive things are. And I know that regular Americans are feeling that burn. So Donald Trump needs to figure this one out, and fast. That pressure from this criticism needs to be applied so that Trump knows this is where the pressure is. We don't need to burn the ship down. We don't need a scripted garbage. We can all recognize prices ain't good. It's been a month, and I know Trump's inheriting a lot from the Biden administration. The economy was ripped to shreds. You had these border crossings. You had people gutting the lower low skill entry jobs. A lot has to be done to right this ship. Now, it may be Trump comes out and says, he did say this before, things are going to get bad before they get worse. And we can choose to accept that, or we can choose to complain. So long as nobody gets left behind and we recognize, yo, Trump, this means you might need social safety net. So I hope you're prepared for this, stimulus or something, to make sure that somebody in the meantime is not going to be made homeless, lose his job or his family because of correcting this ship, which means we face a real challenge. How do we protect the most vulnerable as we try to do the right thing? A question everybody asks. Now, I don't trust Democrats because they do scripted garbage like this. It's nonsense. They're lying. They don't know what they're talking about. And they're not actually trying to help the American people. What has happened to these people? I don't know. They're nuts. I don't like the Republican Party, but the Trump Party has done a lot better. So put out your scripted garbage, fine, but you ain't convincing anybody because it's inauthentic. Nobody thinks you actually know or care about what you're talking about because you probably don't. But have fun, I guess. Republicans are going to win the midterms. Hopefully this gives Trump enough time to fix the ship. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe, share. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next segment.